Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Comet. It's a Tier 7 British medium tank and it's located on the north spawn of Serene Coast under the command of Turtlepudding of Philo. Now, that looks to me like a rather long barrel. I suspect that he's using the quick-firing 77mm, which is the equivalent of a 17-pounder gun. Battle has started. Now let's check that. It's loaded a round of AP. Yes, he's using 76.2mm, which is the quick-firing 77mm. The 17-pounder projectile in a different casing. It's not quite as fast as a standard 17-pounder round, but it's still pretty potent. He can do alpha damage of 140 hit points on penetration of 148 with standard AP and 208 with APCR. Now it's basically an upgrade of the Cromwell. Still got the Meteor engine, which is the Rolls-Royce Merlin D-rated without a supercharger, and so capable of pushing this tank quite fast, but it's actually a slower tank than the Cromwell. He gets a first hit on the T-34-85, duking it out now with the Cromwell. And now the T-34-85 took a round from the T-34. Trying to get shots on them, gets around one into the Cromwell. Go for the Cromwell again, he's going for the roof. You see, it's just going straight through the armour on the turret. It is basically a similar turret actually. Oh, gets one in the T-34-85. Gets the kill shot. It's basically a similar turret to that on the Cromwell and a similar body, but obviously it's got slightly better armour, but it is still a flanking medium. Now, had to use our first aid kit there on the driver. Go in for this T-34-85. Okay. Oh, missed on that one. So did he. And one more shot. In fact, he's rammable now, and he takes him out of the game. Third kill. Oh, took a round there from an FB-207. And he's stunned at the moment, so it'd be a good idea to get into cover. Got a Batchat 12-ton coming down. It's a French light tank with an autoloader. Here he comes. No. Well, we're ready for him if he does come around the corner, but our T-34-85 is going to go in there first. We can follow up. Locked on. One in. Two. Oh, should be able to get him next shot. Yes, got him. Fourth, third kill. Now they did actually build quite a few of these just after they started actually producing them in 1944. Didn't actually get them completed until after the Ardennes offensive, the Battle of the Bulge. They got that ARL in the rear, going for the kill shot. Oh no, muffed it! And he loses the kill, taken out by the T-34-100. If only he'd held fire until he went over the bump, then he would have had him. But he's still got 1.7k of damage so far. Going up, there's a Panther up here somewhere. Yeah, they produced mostly the Comets just before the start of the end of the war. Got a shot into him. This tank was built and designed to take on Panthers, and you can see he's just out-turning that Panther turret. He can keep going round him and out-turning him. Panther can't get a shot in, and he out-turned him there to get the shells in. Right, there's the FB-207, the one that hit him. Go the other time the lines. Can you put a round into him? Yeah, stop to get it right. Yes, got him. 4 kills. There's the E25. Locking on. Gonna pop over this ridge line, put a round into him. One shot. No, needs 2. Oh, misses out the kill. Would have been quite nice to get a top gun, I think. 2 enemies left. T-71 and the Tiger one. Of course, the T-71 happens to be the one with the magazine, the autoloader. Would be, wouldn't it? Because that's a very dangerous light tank. Here he goes, locked on, misses, first shot. Oh, Top Gun's gone now. even. Tiger 1's the next enemy, but if he can come up behind him, 1 into him. 2, he's looking this way. We need to be careful. We're down to a few hit points. We tracked him. Oh, we get the kill there. 100 hit points on that last one and win the game. Wow, that was a bit frantic towards the end. Pity that we missed the shots on the T-71. It would have been nice picking up that Top Gun. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Turtlepudding of Philo in the Comet. He got a Hand of God badge for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks during the game. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. A duelist badge for taking down 2 tanks who did damage to him during the battle. And also a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5. He also got a fire effect for dealing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And he picked up the high caliber. He did do the most damage in the battle overall. He certainly hit a lot of the enemy, just didn't pick up all the kills, didn't complete them. It was rather a pity, really, because he did a lot of damage to some of those tanks, but just couldn't capitalize on their kills. Tanks like the Cromwell or the E25, he did a huge amount of damage to them, left them on only a couple of hit points, and then somebody else snapped up the kill at the last moment. Especially on that Panther where he was doing a death circle around him. But there you go, that happens in battles sometimes. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see he got the highest damage overall, 3,185 hit points. The next highest score was the Tiger 1, 3087, and he very nearly claimed Turtlepudding's hide with that shot into him, left him on only a few hit points left at the end of the game. When it came to kills, well, they both had 5 kills at the end of that game. The Comet and the Tiger 1 both did 5, but when it came to base XP, it was Turtlepudding who did the best. He managed to get 1,463, and technically speaking, that means he got a clean sweep at the top of the table, because even though the Tiger 1 did get 5 kills, he was killed, and therefore, by default, Turtlepudding is the winner on that one. When it comes to base XP, well, yeah, it's more than 1,463. It's quite a bit more than 600 hit points more than the 6 hit points XP more than the T-34-100, the Constructor, who only managed to get 817, and the M12 731, and more than double the high score of the Tiger 1, who only managed to get 671. Let's have a look at the detail report. He fired 31 shots, he got 27 direct hits, 25 penetration, damage of 3,185 hit points. He received 6 hits from the enemy, 4 penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 2 hits as a result of splash damage from the FB207. He blocked damage of 315 hit points. He spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,123 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 54,059 credits, got 8,109 credits from personal mission payout, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, took away 47,567 credits. He received 2,195 XP, got 329 XP for personal missions payout, and took away 2,524 altogether. So not a bad game there in the Comet. It's actually a fun tank, but the best thing about it, it's actually got 13 degrees of gun depression, and that means when you're sitting on a ridgeline where he was when he was facing the Cromwell and the T-34-85, he can really dominate them, because basically most of his vehicle is actually remaining hidden below the ridgeline. It's only his gun that's actually poking at the enemy, and that really can frustrate the enemy in trying to get rounds back. It was only when he was actually too far up that the T-34-85 was actually managed to get a shot into him at that time. So it just goes to show, you know, if you're using this tank, find a ridgeline somewhere and really dominate the enemy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.